worked with him at Richmond, so to come back to Melbourne for my wife comes from Williamstown, and she's very much a Melbourne girl, and I love it in Melbourne. So it's a footy state, even though for those that live up here, this is a beautiful place to live. It's not right into footy. That's the only thing for me. So because I'm right into it, I was really happy. And they told me on the Friday, obviously Saturday, I'm trying to work out how best to tell all the players and all the staff, because we weren't going to get together for another 6 weeks for their best and fairest, and they just, they were stretching down. I looked around and all the players were there, even the ones that didn't play, so I thought right there and then was the spur of the moment, the best time to say, hey, this is where it all ends, and thanks very much and good luck in the future, and that was it. So move on, and that was one of the great moves of my life, getting out of there and getting down to Richmond. Having been lucky enough to play for Collingwood, which was a big traditional team, and I know that there's a lot of rivalry there, but the fact that big traditional teams like Richmond and Collingwood and the others, I tell our players at Richmond now how lucky they are. I compare it with a gun player like Dylan Shield, who plays for the GWS, who plays in front of 5,000 people, never wins, and no one writes about him in the papers. And if you compare him with Nick Vlaston or Brandon Ellis or someone, how lucky those guys are to be at Richmond and be a part of something that's really on the move very quickly and with such great support. So the only thing that Dimmer won't do, and I haven't got him doing yet, but someday soon when we really need you guys, I'm going to take all the players down to the punt road end, 3/4 time, and make sure that the crowd get us over the line, because the amount of noise and the energy that we can get from you guys when the game's in the balance, I think you underestimate. And I don't know how in the hell you've been supporting the bloody Tigers for this long without playing for someone, that's for sure. But you all deserve medals. But hopefully today we can. Almost get our foot right in the door, and a couple of weeks' time we're definitely in the finals. But everyone, we're putting ourselves on the line to say this is a really important game for us, and we're certainly putting that pressure on the players so that they feel a little uncomfortable coming into big games like this, and so that when we finally do get to the finals, we're not just making up the numbers.
Just on today's game, there's been a couple of Jacob King's obviously injured and so forth. We brought in Tucky. How do you reckon we're going to match up today on some of their guys? Because they play a really hard contested footy game. We actually, the last 2 weeks, it's been contested footy the whole day. So how do you reckon we're looking forward to today?
Yeah, there's no doubt that the last few weeks have been great, lead-ins to this game. But the fact is that, Port Adelaide beat Swans, so they can't be that bloody good, can they? Our biggest major concern will be whether they play 3 tall forwards, because we really don't have 3 tall backs to play on them, and Ricky Pettard will have to play on a tall like Jesse White or someone like that. But as opposed to that, we're looking to get our game, which is more a running game and use of the ball sort of game. If we can get on the outside and beat them on the inside, but then spread quickly, run faster, get the ball inside 50 quicker, we think we can knock them over that way. Now, it won't be easy. Obviously, they're the premiers. It's a wonderful thing to set yourself up and have a real crack at the premiers, and each week that's what they have to come up against. They've been fantastic. Certainly up here, but I see Richmond have beaten them, I think, 3 of the last 4 or something like that. So that's